Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above. You're now rocking with Mr. Uncommon.
Hey, yo, what's the word, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's the Fresh Prince himself, Izzy Finesse.
And the one and only Jay Confident. Remember, y'all, if it wasn't for the Bronx, hip-hop wouldn't happen. If it wasn't for the Bronx, you guys wouldn't be blessed with our presence. If it wasn't for the Bronx, our experience wouldn't lift us up for better purposes. If it wasn't for the Bronx, y'all, if it wasn't for the Bronx. Now tell me, where you from? Let's go! If it wasn't for the Bronx, y'all.
You said Uptown, baby.
Uptown, baby.
Nah, yo, was that a poem though that you just did?
No, actually,
It sounded like a poem, right?
That's what I'm saying.
It sounded like a poem, right?
Word.
Yeah,
I don't know, I guess.
You coming out with your poem back.
spoken words.
I don't know, I guess.
I thought he was like he's gonna say some other shit like that. That was
I
good,
did
bro.
some shit there.
That was
He's coming
good,
out with
some
his
shit.
poem back now.
I'm trying, man.
No more quotes. Gonna
I
be his
see
poem
you.
now.
I didn't bring a poem.
I see you. Yeah.
Should I wrote a poem?
Yo.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
But what's up, Off Xperience fam? You know, don't you just love when we just somewhere else that's very vibrant and cultural as where we at now?
Facts.
And you know, but before we get into anything, there's just one thing that y'all could do for us, which is please like, share, subscribe, and also catch us on Instagram at Off Xperience Pod.
Also, check us out on TikTok, TikTok. We out there, y'all. Check us out on every audio platform. Also, shout out to the audio listeners. We appreciate y'all. We are worldwide Off Xperience. I can't say nothing less than that. Appreciate y'all, man. Continue listening, y'all.
Yeah. So, to piggyback off what Izzy said, an astonishing place, right? Good vibes, good, you know what I'm saying? When we travel, we just want to let y'all know that we hope y'all enjoy it, man.
Facts.
Before we jump into this episode is brought to you by Listener Network. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Listener Network, we see y'all. Thank you for holding us down. Episode's also brought to you by Nah. But you see a lot of Red Bull here, y'all. Thank you for your passion. Embrace the grind and celebrate every victory, big or small, with Red Bull. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So, listen, today we're bringing the heart and soul of the Bronx straight to you with none other than CEO and co-founder Amaury Grullon, the powerhouse behind the Bronx native, located in our city, the Bronx, New York. Yeah, can I get a year real quick? Yeah. Since 2017, Amaury has been reshaping what Bronx pride means. From bold merch to major community projects, he didn't just want tees to say Bronx. He wanted true Bronx representation. Think Metro cars, quarter juices, taking it back, quarter juices, bodega cats, and block parties, all designed to bring us together. Facts. With over 55,000 followers on social media and attention of stars like Cardi B, Kerry Washington, A Boogie, and Fat Joe, his influence is felt by some of the biggest names in the game. Amaury is on a mission to bring Fashion Week to the South Bronx, inspire future entrepreneur and champion it's the Bronx, inspire future entrepreneurs, yes, and champion the idea that health is wealth. Get ready, because this episode is all about rewriting the narrative and making the lasting mark where it matters most.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Now we get the year. Yes.
So we bring to y'all Amaury, y'all.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Thank you for that incredible introduction.
No problem, man. You
Happy
deserve
to
it, bro.
be here.
Giving your flowers while you're here, man.
Thank you, brother. No, I appreciate that. It's not an easy journey, you know what I mean? But we doing it. We making it happen. Thank you for being here at the Bronx Native Shop. Vibing out. We on 127 Lincoln Avenue right here, Mott Haven. And let's talk about it, man. Let's chop it up.
It was only right to come over here and do it here because, you know, also congratulate on the 7 years.
Yes.
Being here.
7.
Thank you. Yeah, 7 years, like you said, bro, it's not easy. You know, it's tough. So, you know, we couldn't have done it anywhere else but here.
Thank you, brother. And I appreciate that. Let's get it. Let's get it. 7 years.
Let's get into it, y'all, man.
So, talk to us, man. Like your journey to starting, you know, because in our podcast we like to, you know, travel back to the beginning of Amaury.
Yeah. So like,
right?
Yeah.
So like, before
who are you? Who is
Amaury? Who am I?
Yeah, so like before you even like thought of community investments, right?
Yeah.
Like who you started as a photographer, videographer in your younger years.
Okay.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
boy does his homework a little bit.
How did those early years?
Yeah.
How did those early creative experiences shape your approach to the entrepreneurship that you at right now?
Yes.
So talk about your early years.
But real quick, I'm sorry. But can we even go further than that.
Oh, shit.
To before you even got to that.
I was born. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
to the passion
wants
of
to go
getting to
deep
the
root.
writing.
No, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? When you got to the
I
videography
like that.
and
I
all
got
that.
you,
Like, you
I
know what I'm
got
saying?
you.
Like, let's go back to that.
I'll
Like,
give you the little spiel, you know. No, yeah, man. Born and raised, Boogie Down, from the Longwood, Hunts Point area here, 6th line. And my parents came from the Dominican Republic. Shout out all my dummies, all my booties, you know, all my BX natives, everybody out here. And she came from the DR. You know, I was born in the early 90s. You know, shout out my 92 babies. You already know those vibes. That's the legendary year. And, you know, I was always a creative as a young kid, right? I had the talent, you know, to draw, you know, so I was always drawing. I was always, you know, just creating ideas and notebooks. I was, you know, when my mom used to take me to church, I used to be in the back just drawing, you know what I mean? I was in school, I was drawing, you know, I was always creative. And that was like kind of like my thing growing up, right? Even in high school, middle school, like I was the artist, you know what I mean? Like that was my thing. And I was always against that ideology of the starving artist, right? I'm a firm believer that you have to do what you love, you know, what you're passionate about. And that's what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to create. I wanted to express myself. I wanted to utilize different mediums. But I also believe in sustainability and entrepreneurship and making it for yourself. So I, you know, and my father was an entrepreneur himself, right? Yeah. He was from the Heights, you know what I mean? He had his own place where you play pool, you know, you play a little game, little card game, dominoes. So he was always about that life, and he always used to bring us to the Heights, to his spots, you know, when he had him, you know what I mean? So I kind of got that from him as well, that energy, like, yo, you can come to this country, you know, you can make your own thing, you can make your own business, and you could do, you know, that's what he loved at the time, you know, know, playing pool, you know.
He was a hustler.
He was a hustler, you know what I mean? He was out here in these streets, and I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Like for self-made, you know what I mean? Doing your thing. My mom, on the other hand, was more community, you know, sense, right? She went to church, you know. She grew up in a Pentecostal.
You can see where you got that from.
Yes, yeah, you know, I grew up in a Pentecostal household, so you know, I always had community in my mind, you know, and my people. So when it came, you know, that time, you know, when I was in high school, I was experimenting with different. I was doing video, I was doing photo, I was on YouTube, and all these things. And I said, I want more. You know what I mean? I want to continue doing what I'm doing, but I want to make it a business. You know what I mean? How do you connect the entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurial mindset, and mix that with the creativity? And then I started just dabbling. I started as a freelancer, right? Like you mentioned, doing photos, doing videos for events, you know, photo shoots. I was doing logos for, you know, stuff like that. And then I started my first business in 2014, which is Get Studios. It was a creative agency where we provide branding, visuals, film, video, you know, all that good stuff. And then it was amazing, you know, to have my own business and to have, you know, provide these services and also help small businesses, you know, that needed that, you know, whatever they needed to elevate and to be amplified. But I said to myself, I needed to do something that I could really call my own, something for my community, something that really merges entrepreneurship, my creativity, and the community. You know, I think that's so much more powerful, and it's about creating that impact, right? So that's where Bronx Native came in, you know what I mean? And it really came from solving a problem where we didn't find merchandise that really represented the Bronx, right? I remember seeing the Brooklyn merch, the Harlem merch, NY. Where is the Bronx merch,
Word
man?
out, man. Word out.
Yeah.
True.
And we, you know, took that upon ourselves as entrepreneurs. You know, we're problem solvers. We're always trying to create solutions and make it happen. And, you know, that's where Bronx Native came through. We're going to create merch that inspires, that empowers, but we're more than that. We're a community-based brand that tackles issues that we go through on a day-to-day basis, and just create that social change and social impact. So yeah, that's a little spiel from the
So we
beginning.
gonna get to that at that point right there, right? But that was so even going to what you were saying, like, you know, for the photograph and all that. That was him.
Oh. No, because I thought you were still saying.
Salchicha. That's an insider. No. They were like, Wait, what?
What the fuck you talking about? Yo, fuck. No, I actually had a second question. Sorry.
That's funny.
I'm my fault, y'all. My
This
fault.
nigga he was dreaming about that pool.
Bro, that was my shit. Yeah, open up a Vienna sausage.
Yo,
That shit hits, bro.
Nah, I actually had
with some extra soda crackers.
Yeah,
just
bro.
crackers.
Just
Fuck it.
soda,
Wow.
Oh wait, so since you want to get into it, right? Since you want to get into real quick, y'all, real quick. Since we mentioned the salchichas, do you eat the whole Vienna sausages or the mashed can?
Nah, what?
Mashed can.
Wait,
Yeah,
They got a
because it
mashed
comes,
can?
it's already mashed. It's already mashed.
No.
Nah, I ain't even know that till now.
That shit would look like dog food.
Yeah, I ain't even know that till now.
That's
okay,
You
alright.
eat the smash?
Pause.
No, I've tried it.
Yeah.
You tried it? Yeah, it doesn't taste good.
Nah.
I never had it actually.
I never
bro.
seen it.
Oh, yeah, I never
Yeah,
seen
me
it. Well, you bro, you gotta bring that up.
I will. I will take a
I've
picture and
never
put it on
seen it.
social media. Follow me on J Confident.
They were like,
Instagram.
yo, which one? This one or this
Yo,
one?
you should-
You had it
make a
before?
poll.
And you had it before?
say you tried
Nah,
it.
he was deep in the trenches, bro.
That's
Deep in the trenches.
Yo, I had holy tank tops and everything, bro.
the war meal right there, bro. I was eating that in war wear, too.
Yo, that can was not going away.
Hell no, bro. But no,
Nah,
I actually had a
holy
second.
shit.
I actually had a second question to what I was asking about the whole photography. Has anybody
yeah.
inspired you or encouraged you to do the work for the community after
Yeah.
you did? I mean, well, while you was doing your photography and videography, because I consider that community work as well.
Yeah.
You know, you actually went out there and you took everybody's little fun time.
Yeah.
Shout out Rebel, y'all.
Shout out Rebel.
It's popping up out of nowhere and dropping things, man. But yeah, you know, the way you do it, you actually, you know, hey, let me take a picture. So, you know, like, has anybody inspired you within the household that's, you know, like, to do what you do?
Yeah. I mean, household definitely. You know, my mom. You know, being a server, being somebody who's just always there to help. You know, or nurture. And shout out all the single moms out there, and all the parents. You know what I mean? That let their kids do what they love. You know, because that's another thing.
I like that.
You know, a lot of times communities like ours. You know, I want to be an artist. You're like, wait, what? You know, they
ain't gonna
barely,
go
they don't
nowhere.
even understand.
Yeah,
You know
they
what that
kinda
is.
downgrade it.
And even though my mom, you know, didn't really understand it, you know, coming from DR, a Spanish speaker, she always supported me, you know, and she always, you know, was always there and helped me with what I needed, and that's really important. So I would say my mom, you know, would be that number one supporter. You know, again, also God, you know, shout out my boy,
Yep,
G.O.D.
yep.
out
Man
there,
above.
let go, let God, and everybody around me. You know, it takes a village overall. Mentors that have helped me in the journey, and just people that showed me any type of structure, you know what I mean, or showed me anything dope, you know. But the Bronx too, man. The Bronx creates
yeah.
greatness.
If it wasn't for the
you know what I
Bronx.
mean? Yeah.
And like you saying that, like that's why I love being in the store, because it's kind of like a mixture of like your life.
Yeah.
Because you got the art, and then you got, you know, the music, and you know the community here with you. So like it's safe to say that everything that was involved in your life early, like it's just all in one right here. It's like a big kid's room right here.
You know what you forgot though? You forgot the top pop, the nutties.
Yeah. I'm forgetting a couple other things, bro. But this is a museum. You're right. You know what I mean? When people
This is
come
fire.
here, they feel, you know, they're transported to a certain time. You know, it's nostalgia. It's and also from the events that we have, like the open mics, right? Workshops. You know, these are things that spark, you know, creativity. You
Yes.
know, get
Yes.
the blood flowing. You know, get the entrepreneurs together. We're breaking bread. We're talking about collaborations.
Yeah.
We're building, and that's really what we need to do. You know, what's better than working with your community to amplify, to elevate, and just to succeed and win all together. And that's what we try to do. You know, in creating spaces like this that are inclusive, that are creative, similar to our studio as well. Tag of music. Where's a similar vibe, you know what I mean? And people record there and all these type of things, similar to you guys, right? Creating these platforms where people could speak about their experiences and stories and inspired others. That's very important. And I feel like I didn't really have too much of that growing up, and that's why we're, you know, changing the narrative and bringing that to the peeps out here. You know,
We
the
trying.
BX.
We trying.
next.
BX will be
Yeah.
next.
I
like that. Trademark that.
I like that.
I like
BX
that.
to BX, right?
I like that.
Don't worry. But I see that as a
That's
shirt
fine.
here next.
Facts.
You
Yeah,
never
for
know.
real.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
But it's good. It's good though, because you know it's crazy. Because earlier today I was actually listening to the radio, and Unity came on, Queen Latifah's song. You know, I'm older now, so me listening to that song, I was like, damn, she was spitting some bars in that, man. So now I walk around and, you know, I'm hearing people with community that. I'm like, you know what?
So you and 91.
Yeah. It's all in unity. You know what I'm saying? That right there within the community, if you don't understand the nucleus, the inside of what's going on, then you won't want to, you wouldn't want to pull away and go somewhere else. But what you're showing everybody else is that, no, stay here.
Yeah.
Stay here. Bring me your old nostalgic shit and put it in my museum.
It's
you know what I'm
fire,
saying?
bro. You know?
It's crazy. I'm sorry, but it's crazy you saying that because like a lot of people don't do that, right? They don't like they'll just make that and just leave. They'll go like, And going to the Majora thing, like it's cool that we finding more and more people that are actually doing it, man. Like
Facts.
Which is so fire.
No, growing up, that was the thing, make it out the hood, get out the Bronx. That was the number one priority. But what about staying here, giving back? This is your home. It's a piece of you, and it's also ties into identity. Yeah. It ties into our ancestors. It ties into our people, black and brown, and there's layers to this. So let's keep going, man.
No, that's a fact. It also ties into the grit that we have as individuals. Growing up in the Bronx, because the tall tales of the South Bronx burning back in the days, and people still believing that that's the way the Bronx still is until they cross that bridge and they be like,
nah,
we coming up.
I want the world to know. Crazy, what?
Facts.
What? Stop playing with us, man.
But you founding Get LLC, right?
Yes.
For photography and graphic design.
Yes.
That must have been a big step. What motivated you to create this company, and what were some of the initial challenges you faced?
Yes, man, that was it was a dream for me to.
You were young, bro.
Yeah, I was
like,
early
you was
20s,
like young, dumb, and full of cum,
20,
bro.
20.
Seriously, son.
Oh, pause.
That's the fact. You a young nigga, son.
No, I'm still full of cum.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, we going there. We going there.
Yo, we so grown ass people, son.
Salchicha for the
Salchicha.
What are we doing?
These niggas is talking crazy
What's
right
our
now.
podcast is?
They talking wild. I don't even know what pod I'm in right now, bro. Like,
What are we
what's going on, bro?
That just escalated quickly, though. That right there just escalated quickly.
That was funny. Nah, but yeah. Young.
When I was a young buck, you already know.
Man.
When you're young, and I had that moment. I remember that moment, when I turned that switch, right? I was 19 years old. And, in your head as a young kid, you got goals, you got dreams, but there's so many distractions, you know what I mean? So many things going on. You're a teen, girls here, you got this going on. And then I remember not just not being happy where I was, even though I was young, I was 19, but I was like, I want to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to have a business. I want to create impact. I really want to apply myself and just create change. And then I turned that on. You know what I mean? I said, let me apply myself. Let me make it happen. And I made that decision when I was 19. And at the time I was at Bronx Community College. Shout out to them. BCC, shout out CUNY. I'm on the board for BCC now. Nice. So, full circle moments. But, I had also mentors and teachers and professors there that also pushed me, saw my potential and saw, something in me that I didn't even see, and they took it out of me. You know what I mean? They said, hey, man, you got all these things, like get yourself together and make it happen. And I remember those moments vividly. And then I said, yeah, you're right. What am I doing? You know what I mean? And I really went crazy, right? But yeah, when I started the business in 2014, one of the biggest challenges was that I didn't know anything about business, you know what I mean? Because I'm a creative and that's my background. But again, coming back to that, testament and idea of having mentors, I connected myself with the right people, right? I learned very early on, you can't really surround yourself with people that are just like you. You need to surround yourself with people that complement you, right? That can help you, that can see the things that you can't see, a lot of times we want yes men around us. We want people that have the same ideas. No, we need people that challenges us, right? Nice. People that just help us see different perspectives and different ideologies. So I connected with these people. I said, look, man, this is what I want. This is my dream. What's up? How do I do it, man? With a little notebook, writing down my notes.
Yeah, you became a student.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's that's something important, right? Wanting to learn, wanting that knowledge. I started going to workshops of entrepreneurship. I started just whatever I could get my hands on, right, to learn. And that's the beauty nowadays, you know. Everything is out there, right? You could go on YouTube and learn everything, right? You can connect with somebody. You can have a conversation and just continue to learn. But yeah, it was a big step for me, and I became an LLC owner of Get Studios LLC in 2014. I believe it was in October as well of 2014. And at the same time, I also applied and went to the school of my dreams, which was the School of Visual Arts after I graduated BCC. That was my goal. As soon as I graduated, I said, look, I'm going to go to the school of my dreams, and I'm going to start my
You had a vision board?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I had a vision board.
It's big.
5-year plan, you know what I mean? I was in it, you know what I mean? And you know, it's great when you're young because you have that time, you have that that passion, you know what I mean? That, you know, through time.
And you got time to fuck up.
Yeah, facts.
You got time to fuck up, for
I
real, bro. Like,
could experiment,
you know
I could do this, I could go there, you know what I mean? And then and it's been a solid 10 years, you know what I mean, that I've been in this journey. You know, now I'm in my early 30s. So
God bless,
it's
bro. God bless, for sure.
and we here. It's only the beginning, you
it's
know.
only the beginning, facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Good
And,
vibes.
Yeah, like speaking of YouTube, right? Obviously, like you're not new to YouTube or like the media space because you had a
Been on this game for a minute.
Yeah, you have. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Facts,
Yo,
facts,
your
facts,
resume,
facts,
bro, is crazy, right?
Yo,
But
OD,
can you talk to us about Alien Hero?
Facts. I need to know, bro. And wait. Not only that, let's also talk about 50 Shades of.
No, don't do that. Yo, I'm out of here. Yo,
Got him.
That's what
got him.
No, for
Got
real.
him.
Yeah,
No,
y'all planned this, right?
No, we had to.
No, man. You know, I think
man.
that was it was just pure fun. You know
That
what
was
I mean?
early on
It
YouTube.
was
That was
early on in the YouTube game.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Early on in my career.
He was like,
Would you say like you was like ahead of your time with that?
Definitely,
in a
bro.
way, I feel like I was.
Definitely.
Yeah. So for y'all, you know, the viewers that don't know, Alien Heroes was a YouTube page that I had. It's a small collective, and we used to make skits, we used to make parodies, and we used to make YouTube videos, man. And it was really about that life in a way.
That's fine.
And then
Oh,
we
dude.
grew up. Then we grew up, and no,
He
bro.
said that we grew up. I like that.
But
That's fine.
it was so much fun that era because again coming to that being young and being just you know you have no problems. You know I'm living with my mom. Everything's getting paid for. You know, yes, I'm going to school, but I got everything I could do.
You got
I
a lot of freedom.
time, you know,
Yeah.
I got freedom. I could express. You know, and to work with people also that are your friends together and working through the whole process. You know, I learned a lot. Right? How do you script something? Right? How do you script a skit? Right? How do you make the skit? You know, cameras and all these things and acting it because I was in a way an actor.
Yo,
Yeah, he went from the 90s, 50s, 40s. I don't know what generation this man was going through, but different phases, man. I'm telling you,
Facts you, and then also then marketing yourself as well. You know,
Yeah.
how do you now market these videos? But yeah, no, good time. Shout out to the whole Alien Heroes team. You know, my boy
was
Sammy,
fire.
my boy Jeremy, Myron. You know, some I still work with. Some are doing their thing with kids and all that
Nice.
good stuff. But yeah, man, amazing, and thank you for bringing that up. This is the first time. Yeah.
you already
That's
know
what we
it's
do.
Off Xperience.
all
Facts,
day.
facts. They got me. Got him. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's a good one.
So like Bronx native, right? Story began with a few shirts on Longwood Avenue, right? So looking back, what would you say was the turning point when you realized Bronx natives could become a movement?
Yes, I
It
remember.
was supposed to be a pop-up shop.
Yeah,
though.
no, I
You know
remember.
what I'm saying?
that.
It was
I
supposed to be like
remember
just a
that.
few days a week and shit like
facts,
that.
Facts. So so 2015 was kind of like when the idea sparked. Me and my sister, right? And we were like, yo, where's the Bronx merch? You know what I mean? We got to create this, you know, and us as creatives, you know, we started just concocting and stuff. And then 2016 was the year that we was just our learning year, right? Like, how do we, I'm used to selling a service. Now, how do I sell a product, right? So learning about that, right? E-commerce, right? We were going to every single pop-up that we could, you know what I mean? And we were engaging with people face to face. And I remember going through that year and it was the end of 2016. And, you know, it was a whole year of going to pop-ups, you know, just starting the brand, right? Getting to who are we, right? What's our visual language? What are we doing? What's our mission? And then in the end of 2016, we got on our first ever platform, which was BronxNet, right? They interviewed us live. And at the time, like you mentioned, you know, we were on Longwood, couple T-shirts, you know, in the closet, you know, figuring it out, doing hand deliveries, all these things, going crazy on social. And then after that interview, I remember talking to my sister and telling her, like, yo, we got it. Like, we got it. Like, we got this is it. Like, yeah, like, this is it. Like, yo, we got to go all in now. Like, we got to go all in because this is it. You know, because I think, you know, that's half the struggle, to find that one thing, you know what I mean? Or multiple things, of course, you know. But I was like, yo, we got it. This is something that you can see the passion. We haven't even really pressed the pedal, you know. It's like, you know, we've been figuring it out, but we saw the interactivity, we saw the engagement from the community, right? Or people, like, we talked to people and they were like, yo, this is the movement, you know, I'm gonna buy your merch just because, you know, what you guys are doing, you know, people from Brooklyn, people from whatever. And it was just so powerful, and I was like, yo, we got it, bro. Like, and then 2017, you know, history was made. We opened up, you know, we were featured. That was our breakthrough year, 2017. We got featured in all platforms, one of them being the New York Times, which was a big one for us. And then because we got featured on that, the people that owned this spot saw us, and they hit us up. They said, hey, you guys want to do a pop-up? And then we were like, yeah. Let's do it.
What was he before?
You know, so before, you know, it was empty for 2 years before we got in.
Okay.
But funny enough, it was also a Bronx store before me. It was called the BX Shop.
Oh.
And she was a screen printer as well. I forgot her name, but she was here, and she used to sell Bronx merch, which is funny. Yeah, that's a fun fact. I know.
That sounds so familiar now.
Yeah. It's so crazy. And then she left, you know, and then it was empty for 2 years. We got in here for 2 weeks, and we said, what we're going to do? We're going to do the most, man. You know what I mean? We're going to be here 24/7, events, merch, and we turned it up for 2 weeks. We didn't sleep. You know, we were here all day, turning up, you know, making it happen. Our merch sold in a couple days, sold out. And then, you know, everything just came together. Everything was just organic, you know what I mean? We didn't really, you know, yes, we was working actively, you know what I mean? We said to ourselves, after that year, 2016, I told my sister 3 things. I said, look, we are going to meet with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that is doing something in the Bronx, we connecting with them. We're going to every single event, cultural event in the Bronx, no matter what. You know what I mean? We're gonna be part of this movement. We're gonna be part of this community. We're gonna know what's going on. We're gonna say yes to every opportunity that comes our way that is on brand. That's exactly what we did. You know what I mean? Nice. And we just kept getting opportunities. And even though we were new to it, we said yes, and we threw ourselves in there, and it was successful. The Bronx Museum hit us up. Hey, we want you to do events here. We were like, damn, we never did events. Fuck it, let's get it.
Go. Yeah.
Turned up. You know what I mean? A gallery hit us up. Which, interesting enough, she was my middle school art teacher, and she has a gallery. Her name is Blanca Amezcua. Shout out to her. And she said, hey, I have a gallery. Take the gallery for this exhibition a month in April 2017 and do your own show. And we were like, what? We never done this.
That's fine.
Let's fucking do it. You know what I mean? And we actually did so it was like an apartment, but we changed the whole apartment to look like an old school, late 1970s Bronx apartment, newspaper, graffiti, similar to the shop in a way, right? And then we had local South Bronx artists showcasing their work. And since we had it for a month, we were doing events on a weekly basis there. So we started the open mics, we started the poetry nights, we were doing like multiple things. And you know, this is us just figuring it out, winging it. And it was just lit. It was fire, man. And everybody was like, oh shit, what are they like? This is fire. Like, what is this? What is this? The Bronx Native, da-da-da. And then, you know, little by little, and then October was when we got the shop, October 2nd, 2017. We were supposed to be here for 2 weeks. It was lit. The landlord was like, "Yeah, you guys want to do another 2 weeks?" I said, "Fuck it." So we did another 2 weeks after that month of October, which shout out all my October babies, Libra gang, 10 wins. 10 wins. We made it happen, and then the rest is history, man. 7 years later, we're still here. We're still thriving. We're still making it happen.
That's fire.
And again, you know, we're here to go to the moon.
That's dope. Yeah. Before we go to the next question, because I want everybody to take everything he just said right now. Non-stop work.
24/7.
24/7. I want to highlight that right there.
Yeah.
Work. Like
Two people,
right? They had an idea, and they ran with it. And until you see that you're getting motion, don't stop. And you shouldn't stop even though you got motion, but keep going. Something's gonna hit you like it happened to you and say, "Yo, this is it. Let's keep going."
This is it. Yeah.
If that's your craft, man, go for it. Do it. Just don't wait to start. Just go.
Facts.
They didn't know nothing of anything, and they just went. Look, pop-ups, museums. Open mic. What am I doing? I don't know. Let's do it.
Let's just go.
Whatever happens.
Take risk.
It is what it is. Take risks. Fail. It's okay. But go chase your shit, man. Chase your dreams. Because that right there was so... I want y'all to just take that from that, man. That's what I wanted to emphasize. But I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
Yeah, for real. And like I just posted a quote earlier too, and it said, "Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning."
That's true. That's true, man.
So and like it's crazy, right? Because when you had came up with the Bronx native, like I find it crazy how when you first you was taking pictures of like historical places, and then at the very beginning you was putting Bronx native, and then like describing how this place is historic and everything.
They
So
did their homework, man.
now, right? So now seeing this, right? This place right here is actually gonna be a historical place.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
That's why I was in the piggyback of what he just said, right? So even back then, back in 2015, when you did the South Bronx logo, was that the actual start of a click for you to start putting out the merch?
Whoa. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's another story.
That
my boy.
Yeah, matter of fact, nah, just go
Yo,
answer the question.
my God.
Whoa, I didn't even hear
Nah,
that.
cause this is another reason why this man is legendary, right? I did not know that you did the South Bronx geotag on Snapchat.
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? Because I remember being like, because you know, obviously Snapchat
young.
came out,
young.
wow, and I was still young at that
On
time.
your time when I was killing it, bro. Like,
Yeah, so me seeing that, I'm like, yo, like this is fire. Like,
Fire.
we finally got a geotag because there was no other geotag besides like they had like
Los
a High Bridge
Angeles,
one,
yeah.
Facts,
but the
facts.
South Bronx one,
That
I
shit
was like,
dope.
Yeah, no, thank you,
and
bro.
I would be like in certain places, and I would slide to see if I get the South Bronx shit, and then I'm like, damn, I gotta be more in the South.
Gotta be more in the South Bronx. That's fire. That's a fire story.
No,
You
for
used to keep
real.
moving down. Like,
It finally popped up.
But what was that process like though? Because
that was
dope.
definitely
How did
one
that
of those
process come
moments.
along,
That
man?
was
Like-
definitely one of those moments where I was like, that was also an eye opener. And that was actually before. That was 2015, I believe, as well. Earlier in that year,
I got the
but
date specifically.
This
April
is the
6th,
email.
April 6th, 2015.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, April 6th. That's amazing. I didn't even know.
We does homework here.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. But it was the same sentiment. You know, I was on Snapchat. I was on, we was on that heavy. You know what I mean? It was fun while it lasted. And
For real, right? Nito, poor Snapchat.
bro,
listen,
Instagram
Snapchat,
killed
man.
that when
Yo,
they started
dude.
the IG stories. Like, yo, cook.
dude.
But man.
Anybody using Snapchat now?
I think there's like a
I'm just curious. I'm
a
sorry.
little demographic of
Yeah.
youngsters
You
that I feel.
no, Deb
No,
is Deb?
how old are you?
Yeah, it's over.
Is
Yeah,
that-
It's over. Yeah, because it's around that age. So y'all was using it heavy too. Like, so yeah.
But
Facts.
Ah, so
It
that's
was
that.
fun. It was fun.
Nah, but yeah,
sending the little DMs and
Yeah,
whatever.
that's Snapchat was
Snapchat
like
was crazy.
I think Snapchat was like what was the like under version of fucking what is this shit now? OnlyFans and all that shit.
Yeah, no, people used to.
What?
It was the precursor, like the pre.
Right, the pre shit.
You only got 30 seconds to see this. Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
crazy.
But how did that process come about?
Yeah. So it was I was in the same mindset. At the time I was doing photo videos, for events and stuff. But I was dabbling, with the idea of creating content and doing things for my community. And I was on Snapchat, and there was no geo filter. Same thing. Like, there was no merch for the Bronx. And I was like, nah, why do we always, why is it always like this? You know what I mean? I got to do something about it. So I made a geo filter, boom, boom. And then, I emailed Snapchat. You know what I mean? I emailed them with a nice heart, warm message like, this is my home, and we need representation, and they were like, all right, lit. Yeah, you got it.
Was people getting paid off that? Like, if you send them a geo tag, they pay you for it?
No. It wasn't nothing like that. No. I just submitted it. For me, it wasn't about making funds or making money from that. It was really about just like, yo, we need a geo filter. You know what I mean? But I should have. That would have been lit if they would have paid me. But no, I did it. They accepted it, and I was like, what the fuck, that was kind of crazy. Like, fire. Snapchat literally accepted, and then I began to see stories similar to yours where people felt seen and felt like, yo, they can't. I remember my boy Devon Rodriguez. He's the one that draws in the subway. I don't know if you've seen him.
Oh, that's TikTok.
What's up. Yeah, we grew up together. He's from Brook Ave. And I remember him, and that's how we met, actually, because he started using it because he felt the same way, like, wow, like, damn, like, they care about us, you know what I mean? They showing us love. And then I saw, because I was able to see everybody who used the geo filter, and I saw, and then he just hit me up, and then, we connected in that way. But, but it wasn't a way for me to see also, how do you create content that engages community in a positive way, right? And it has legs as well, right? And it was a beautiful thing because it was like, I did this and now everyone's using it. So it's just like, that's fire. That's like
something that everybody's using.
And it's just like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And it really was one of those eye-opener moments, and that also added to me creating Bronx Native and creating content and creating merch, that everybody can wear, feel proud of, and engage with, and all these things. But yeah, no, that was a beautiful moment. Shout out to Snapchat. Shout out to Instagram, Meta, all social media.
No, for real. But that just goes to show like where your art could take you. Yeah. And like also like, what's your, like, how do you feel about Carnal Hayes, right? Because I went to St. Raymond's, right? So you know the history with the Carnal Hayes and St. Raymond's. So
yes sir.
So like, how did it feel when you got the most artistic out of your class? Coming out of Carnal Hayes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, first of all, up Hayes and always loyal men. You already know, making the Grand Conquerors grand since we opened. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be a Hayes man.
Making the Conquerors grand.
Did he just fucking do a whole promo for Carnal Hayes, yo? Not even Jim Jones does that shit, bro.
Jim Jones is the Hayes man.
I'm just
sitting here. I'm like,
he just sold us some shit right now, bro.
I swear to God, I slept on it, but I'm like,
right. That was a late reaction.
It was a late reaction. I'm like, hey, hold on.
That means he sold you, bro. He sold me because I'm looking at him like, yo, that shit was fire, bro. What he just said.
He definitely had me thinking, bro. I'm like, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
So my fault. I caught that.
He used to say that actually when we were in school. That's my fridge. Hopefully, no, I think we're good.
No, we're good.
But
as long as the cat don't.
Yeah, facts.
No, he did a few times already.
Twinkie, come on.
Twinkie.
That's our bodega cat. But no. I went to Hayes, class of 2010, class of the decade, and my experience there was amazing. I was able to further explore my creative talents, cool. Taking art classes. I had great art teachers there that really helped me as well. Nice. Shout out. Let me not say any names. I don't want to.
Shout you out though.
Shout out to the teacher, Mr. T. That's my guy right there. You already know Mr. T. Torres, and Vinny. You already know my guy. Great art teachers. But I was also able to start, in a way, one of my first entrepreneurial experience, because I also started creating comic books, you know what I mean, and selling them to my classmates. I was also on the jazz band. I was the bass player,
Renaissance man, right?
I was the bass player on the jazz club. So I was doing my little thing on the bass.
Yeah.
You already know.
Man, it was Lenny.
And even that took you places, though.
Aventura, Lenny.
Hey, papá. I was cooking.
No, he was outside.
But I was amazing school. Really helped me a lot, and And shout out Hayes, man. And I'm so proud because there's so many amazing alumni that have come from Hayes.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's just like a brotherhood in a way. Like we always like everywhere I go, we're like, oh, you a Hayes man? Oh shit, like da.
Yeah.
And it's just love and
like
it's
a fraternity
positivity.
right there.
It low key is like a fraternity. But it helped me a lot also in my journey, in my career, in the arts and my friends and just the building up of that. And then I went to college after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shout
out to the 19 bus too.
Facts, bro.
X19, bro. You know how many things I've seen in that bus,
That's what I was about to ask you. Why you didn't go to Samuel Gompers instead of fucking Cardinal Hayes, bro?
No.
Gompers is
Gompers?
that's my shit, bro.
I used to know people that went there, bro, jump, bro. Like, they used to.
Yo,
that
for
shit
real.
was scary. I was like, I'm not going to Gompers.
I'm staying on
I'm a
Grand.
survivor, baby.
I'm staying on Grand
I
Concourse.
don't have no quote or anything but Panther stand up, rawr, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
No, at a time, that was one of the most like
Scariest,
dangerous like schools and stuff like that.
Smith and
you know what I
Gompers
mean?
used to always
Smith and
go.
Gompers, and I used to know a bunch of kids that used to, and I used to hear like nightmare stories. You know what I mean? I was like, holy.
You hear that, right?
But, you
Fuck
was-
Kennedy, nigga.
Oh, no.
Hey, yo, Kennedy in the building.
war
yo.
games, baby.
Listen, we was way uptown, bro. Like,
Bro, nah, that was like basically considered Manhattan, bro.
yeah, that's true. We was in Riverside, bro. Like,
But shout out Archdiocese, you know, shout out St.
for real.
Ray's, you
Yo,
know,
it was
Hollows.
the games
you know,
was always lit, bro.
Mount,
The basketball
Mount,
games,
you know, beat the
everything.
Mount, you know,
Mount
but
Saint,
the
man.
Mount.
We
yeah, you know.
beat the
Nah,
Mount.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
but like even going to you and like being like a bass bass guitar player, right? Like, did that start in church?
Yeah,
for
it
you?
did.
It did?
It always starts in church.
It always
Yeah.
starts,
Always
man.
always starts in
No.
church.
So I was in church, you know.
Oh, the drawing started in church too.
Yeah, no, facts.
Right?
No, it's drawing. I came out the womb, bro. I was like, no, it started in church. I was just doing my thing, but I was always just intrigued with just the arts in general, you know what I mean? So I was already with the musicians and stuff like that, and then I was there, and then I learned, you know what I mean? And they had a couple bass players. They taught me, and there was a time that I thought that was gonna be my thing, you know, I'm a bass player, you know, this is what I'm gonna do. My IG name was bass player, the bassist 92.
The bassist 92.
Yeah. I was born in
Heard
92. I'm a bassist.
Heard it. That was so like
heard.
just so bland. Like the
Yeah,
bassist
bassist
92. I like that though.
Boom, boom,
So
boom.
I thought that was really my thing. I was
Yeah.
I was like going to gigs, you know. I was in the Heights, you know. I was young, you know,
it?
just playing bass.
Oh,
and-
Yeah, but you know what? You know what though? I'll be honest with you though. Like all that you've done, because you kept it all in the artistic
yeah.
space,
Facts, facts,
right? And just being intrigued by just this,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
this,
yeah,
and doing it,
Yeah.
it is fire because a lot of people don't have the energy to even be intrigued and to do one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For you to jump and do your
Facts,
shit,
kinda,
and then you
yeah.
gotta find your space.
Low key, yeah.
Well, the thing is with him
Feel
is
me?
that
Like,
he
that's
had
true, that's
he
true.
has that creative mindset. Once you have a creative mindset, anything that comes to your brain, bro, you
Yeah,
try
you
to
should've
you
just
try
going,
to
yeah,
you
facts.
try to learn like anything at all. Like that's like me at work. I'm a locksmith. But bro, I want to learn every fucking trade that's there, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I even wanted to pick up, their trade. What y'all do. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I even took the test and everything, bro, because I want to learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? I want my brain just wants to learn because we only use like what 2% of our shit.
Yeah, like we learn every fucking day.
We need that limitless pill.
need to.
Yo,
That
listen,
ass, bro.
I be
If you
thinking,
got
like,
somebody that got that,
bro,
let me
what's
know.
up? What's
Yo,
up?
What is
But
it?
yo, that's-
NTZ?
Yeah, I
What is
forgot the
What is it?
name.
Yeah,
NTZ?
I
What is it?
forgot.
What is it? NTZ?
forgot.
That
But-
movie.
but
You
that's
got some
really-
shit getter.
Yo, for
Come
real,
on.
but that's really like the mind of like an entrepreneur though. Like that's really what it feels like. Like you just gotta
Yeah.
keep thinking and just
Yeah.
keep growing. Like
Yeah,
just-
then I remember I was like,
crazy.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a bass player. I'm gonna, and then I went more towards the graphic design, the art, visual arts and film and media, because I didn't really see a tangible future in there, and that's all right. You know what I mean? That's why,
cool.
you know what I
That's
mean?
cool.
Sometimes I still pick up the bass. You know what I mean?
At least you know how to play it though. Still.
Yeah, I know how to play.
see?
Yeah, I
There
could
you
jam
go.
out
No,
for a
you
little
gotta
bit,
trade.
and now I got a recording studio. You know what I mean? So it's
Exactly.
just like we're still in the realm of music and fashion and culture. But yeah, I do like to tap in a lot of things, and I'll say something about that. My whole life also, everybody's said like, yo. Do one thing, and that's a standard.
Yeah.
Do
Put your
one thing
eggs in
very
one
well,
basket.
and then go to, and then I've always just been that person. Like, yo, I kind of just want to do it all. You know what I mean? I want to tap in music. I want
try
to
it.
draw. I want to have fun. That's just, I guess that's my creative process.
What was?
Yeah.
Look at the keyword you just said right now. What you just said right now. You want to have what?
I want to have fun.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to have fun.
wanna have fun.
Yeah,
That's simple what it is.
Sometimes shit get bored. Like, if you do something every day, even if it's like something fire, but like if I'm graphic designing every day, I'm like, all right, I want to pick up the bass right now.
Yeah,
for a little
yeah,
bit, you know what I mean? Oh, now I want to pick up the camera and like, do some video work.
And then revisit it back again and come back
facts.
around.
With new eyes. So
You know what I'm saying?
it's about the
I relate
process.
to that 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So listen, right? So I'm starting to do like a random questions on every episode that we go to, right? So it's gonna be a random question here. You got it? So listen, this is gonna be this, all right? Let's talk about the bodega cat. Let's talk about her, right?
Twinkie?
Yeah, let's talk about Twinkie, right? Considering all the iconic Bronx simples, right?
Yeah.
In the store, has the bodega cat ever tried to claim the place as its own and supervise your customers?
Yes, a lot of times actually.
Yeah.
So no. This bodega cat is legendary. Like, bro, like there's been multiple times people been wanted to buy the cat. You know what I mean? You know, we take it to all the pop-ups too. Like we've done like the Bronx Night Market, we've done Bryant Park and stuff like that. Like the bodega cat is.
She comes along.
Yeah, she comes along. Yeah.
Nah, we gotta show her. We gotta show her.
Bro, she's the main attraction. No,
she needs some
she's
camera
that's the main
time.
attraction, bro. People like, oh my gosh, like, oh, is it real? Is it not real? You know, and then they see her move and stuff because you know she's real. You know what I mean? And, for us.
She's real.
She's real.
But no. Shout out the bodega cats.
And why they say the bodega cat? Can you break it down? Why
Yeah.
they call it bodega
So
cat?
you know, back at because I feel like there's now is delis. That's the
Right.
main thing that
Fuck
we
it,
have, right?
forget that. Yeah, we talk about
Delis,
bodegas
with
to-
the Akis, you know,
Yeah.
which you know love them as well. You already know, but back in the days, you know, we had bodegas, you know,
Yeah.
owned by basically Dominicans, you know, Puerto Ricans, you know, Caribbean.
That
and
open up at 6 in the morning and
facts,
close.
Facts.
Close at 8.
Yeah. And, they all had a cat, you know.
Yeah.
But I think the main reason they had cats was to get them out.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah, of course.
But they was really like the manager, like
Yeah.
they sleeping on the bread, you know what I mean? Coming up to you, greeting you, be like, "Yo, what's up? You dead ass right now?"
Yeah.
With the tips and all. But shout out all the bodega cats, man. Yeah,
Shout out the
y'all hold it down.
bodega cats,
Y'all
man.
hold it down. Y'all hold it down.
We actually thought, like she was talking and
Yeah.
we thought it was him.
Yeah, but you trying to put the blame on me.
thought it
It
was
was like,
him.
why-
cat noises,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like, what are you talking
My
about?
man in the background going,
Yeah, but then we also got Fernando up here, and
Fernando.
Fernando, he doesn't talk too much, but he's a Yankee fan. He's up there doing his.
Fernando just look like he's
That's
just chilling
Fernando,
right there.
the bodega cat, you know. But Twinkie,
Twinkie,
nah,
yeah.
Twinkie's feisty.
Twinkie's
yeah,
live, bro. Twinkie's live.
Twinkie's
Twinkie's
outside.
live.
Yeah, bro.
Careful,
You know
bro.
who's
Careful,
like,
bro.
you know who's like a bodega cat now, and freaking Carl Anthony Towns in the Knicks. That's
yo, word.
Oh,
that's his new nickname now.
Big bodega,
cat.
big purr,
Big
Big Purr. What the fuck is that? Come on,
big
son.
purr, big purr.
Big
Yo, when I
pussy.
heard that, I was like, nah. He said
Nah,
big
shout out the
purr.
Knicks. Shout out the
Shout out
Knicks.
the
You know,
Knicks.
hopefully we get
Seriously,
it this. You know, we took
Yeah.
a major L with the Yankees, but
Oh man.
Nah, maybe the
Let's,
Knicks do something, right?
maybe the Knicks
All right,
do
so
something.
one more before we move on to the other questions.
yeah.
With so much Bronx pride, right? Are you ever tempted to start a Bronx dictionary so people from other boroughs can keep up with the local lingos?
That's
Talk
good.
about it.
That's good. You know, I've thought about, and these are ideas that are still, you know, they still around. You know what I mean? Doing like a ABC kind of kids book, but it's
It's
like
elementary shit. Type
yeah, but it's a BX thing. You know what I mean? Like a BX phrase or a BX word. Dictionary. That's so deep. That's so deep. But,
Well, you know,
but
so-
let's
so-
get it. That
yeah,
could be a
yeah.
little project. You know, we work on together.
That's
you know?
fire, that's
but
fire.
you know what is crazy? The lingo changes so much. Like right now, like the generation.
We got the youngest right here,
The
look,
Gen
look.
Z, Gen Alpha,
Nah,
which is the
yeah.
next one coming up.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's the name of them, Gen Alpha
Yeah, Gen
coming out.
Alpha,
That's the
yeah,
new. That's
Gen
the
Alpha.
one.
Yeah,
That's the
crazy.
newest
Yeah.
one. Yeah, and they're like they're on a
didn't even know
different
I'm
level.
Let me ask you a
Those
question.
the iPad kids, Gen Alpha.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question. What does crashing out mean to you?
Crashing out, man? I crash out every day, Jabroni. You know what I mean?
What does that mean,
I
though?
live in the crash out. You
What does
know?
that
I
mean,
live on
though?
the edge. Crashing out, I mean, from you're talking about like in general, like
Yeah.
as a phrase. Oh, my bad.
No, go
No,
ahead.
I mean, crashing out is when you go crazy, like yo, what the?
Nah, nigga, hell no.
No, because he has
Yeah.
a different. We obviously we in the same age, right? So
Yeah.
he has he's going to the old school. So if you crash out, you crash out on the sofa.
Sleeping.
You know,
Nah,
that-
crashing out.
But the
is like you
lingo
go
now
like,
is different
Yeah,
now.
he about to go crazy. Oh, see, so he asked me. So he asked me.
Bro, I seen a video, right, of some dude, and then in the bottom it said, "Yo, homeboy crashing out." So I go, "But wait a minute, there's no bed. How he gonna sleep? How is he gonna sleep? How he gonna crash out? Crash out? You mean you about to knock out? Now.
Josh do not wanna. He do not wanna give up that lingo right
Not
now.
crashing out,
Josh,
bro.
do not wanna give it up.
Josh is like top 5. Like really hit me up. Like yo, bro, what does this mean? Bro, yeah, he even asked me what top 5 means. I had to break him down to him. I'm like, yo, bro, that's what top 5 means.
Yo, top 5, yo. And then what was the other one? You don't know my body.
Oh yeah,
That's another one. What? What's that mean?
No Sigma, no Diddy. You already know. Got the
No
link.
Sigma.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
There's
Yo,
mad.
for real.
There's
Like-
mad.
So
shit out
we
there.
should definitely do
We're like an urban
We
dictionary.
gotta do like
urban
chapter,
dictionary, like
the
chapter type shit.
early 90s.
Yo,
Because I be hearing some, and then something's
facts.
come back as a different meaning.
Hey yo,
as
son.
well, you know?
Hey yo, son. We're gonna take it back to the. Hey yo, son. What up, done?
You're done.
Hit him with the done with the 90s. I'm telling you, what up, done?
Oh shit.
Yeah, but he asked me.
Yeah, bring that back. What's up, my heart?
Word of
Yeah,
my-
what's up, my heart?
What's up, my heart?
Nigga said, word of my mother, B.
Word of my mother.
And it's funny because word of my mother, that was already before.
Yeah.
That was in the 90s.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And,
that's
and they coming back with it now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Facts,
Right,
facts,
so-
facts.
Nah, you been saying that.
Pain.
Like, even like
I've
that.
been hearing that, like,
pain
yo,
too.
that's pain.
That's pain. Yeah.
See, now that's pain is like bud now.
Like, he be like, yo, that's hard.
Right? They consider that bud now.
Nah.
That's,
It's
that's
a word.
good. That's
It's
good, right?
good.
That's good, yeah.
It's
Or that's tea. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
like,
tea.
yo,
Yeah.
you know. But it's just
Nah,
every day.
that's
Every
pain.
day I hear
We
a new
definitely
word.
gotta make
Like,
one
I'm
of those
like-
shit.
I be on TikTok like, oh shit, that's a new one. Say that.
That's why I seen the crashing out on TikTok. I'm like, nah, I can't get lost in this one, bro. Hell
But
no.
shout out TikTok.
Nah, we
man.
definitely got that'll be dope. That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
and if you are gonna go on TikTok, at least go on the STEM, you know, a little.
Yo, learn something.
Go on
But check
STEM
out
for a
Off
little while.
Experience.
Balance out.
But check out Off Experience while you at it too.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick. I'm gonna take this time
So
real quick.
let's go back. Yeah, go back.
I'm gonna take this time real quick because the Bronx Native was created by 2 people.
Yes.
So shout out to
yes.
your sister Rosalind.
Yes,
Yes,
Rosalind
yes.
Kujung.
Drop
a
Sis,
bomb.
Shout out to her.
Drop a bomb for her.
Yes, sir.
Shout out,
Yes,
shout out.
sir.
My thing is, right, I have a question on that. Let's talk about you Rosalind and yours, the sibling connection back in the day.
The sibling collection.
Connection or collection? That's what it was?
Sibling collection. Yes. Yes, that's crazy that you brought that up. Actually, no, you know what I mean. I'll tell you.
I like
this.
it because
Yeah.
the way you guys created the Bronx Native, right,
Yeah.
and the way that y'all actually worked literally hand in hand growing up, literally next to each other, and seeing that the sibling collection, I was like, yeah, that's
So how you found that? That's crazy.
Come on, man.
We don't even we haven't promoted that in a minute, but the page is still there. The some of the work is still there. So it has been amazing to grow up with a sibling that is also in the arts as well, right? And we started the sibling collection even before Bronx Native, right? And it was kind of like the first project we did together, and it was basically photo shoots that we used to do, with different themes, different decades, and just ideas. And we used to have fun with it, and it was creative. Like we did like the 70s, we did the 80s, we did a bunch, and they were dope. You know what I mean? And shout out to her, my sis. You know what I mean? It's always amazing when you get to work with family. You guys are family, right? So I know you guys know how that feels, and just creating something together and coming back to that having fun together. So yeah, maybe let's see what happens. You know what I
Building
mean?
a
We
legacy.
Bring it back.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, hell yeah.
No, you're definitely building a legacy together, and that's what I like about it. And not only for y'all, but for the South Bronx as well.
Yes.
Shout
sir.
out to
Yes,
y'all,
sir.
man.
Shout out
Rosalind, y'all.
Shout out to her, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop another ball for her, man. So now, how has the Bronx Native managed to bridge the gap between street culture and mainstream appeal, attracting to the attention of celebrities, like Cardi B and Kerry Washington, and so on and so on?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's always been about bridging the gaps, and having a balance, I've always, for me, it was about taking the foundation and the character of the Bronx. Even when you look at our logo, right, it's a building, like an old school tenement building, right? And fun fact, it's not a fun fact actually, but the building in our logo, it was burnt down, right?
Okay.
So it was a burnt down building that was here in the Bronx from that era. And we utilized it because it was about bridging that gap, right? Making sure that we are paying homage and we're respecting where we came from, but then we have elements of like clean design and all these things. So yeah, we've been able to do that by, you know, putting together good design. You know what I mean? Me coming from a design background, I'm able, you know, a little different than other peeps that don't come from those backgrounds that can't really dive in. I'm able to, you know, create designs with a cause, right? The designs with a mission and something that tells a story. So we really took a long time to really create the logo and the visual language, because it was like, okay, how do we make it old school? How do we pay homage to hip hop and all these amazing things that is the foundation of the Bronx, but also bring into a modern time. And it's layers to it, right? Because we also have events that we do, right? From the open mics, from ciphers, right? That brings you back to like the 90s, 80s when people were, you know, to the
gather around and
the look of the shop, to doing other things like, you know, working with Kerry Washington to create some merch, and working with her, you know, with her new book, you know, that just came out. And for me, I've always liked to dabble in different pockets, right? And just merge that together. I like to always say that I'm kind of like a collage artist in a way.
Okay, I like that.
And you can see it in the shop too, you know, where I bring different elements of different parts and then make one piece in the end of the day. And that's exactly what we've done with Bronx Native. And that's exactly what the Bronx is. You know what I mean? When you look at all the cultures, all the identities, all the characters, all the flavors, right? And it all comes together and makes this beautiful borough. So, you know, we're always tying the dots, you know, trying to push the envelope. And but yeah, you know, always trying to create cool things that are pop culturally also. I always understood that as well. Like, how do we engage the now, right? Not just because somebody can make a brand, you know, and they could just stay in the old school vibes. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got a new generation now that doesn't know about it, doesn't come from that. So how do we gauge them and be a brand that is always evolving and elevating? Again, similar like hip hop, similar like the Bronx, always changing and stuff like that. So it's a representation. It's all intertwined.
Bringing the old to the new, bringing the old and the new together.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that.
bridging the gap. Definitely.
And it's real quick, like even what you said, like it's the collage, right? Like. If y'all was to see when we put footage up, and you would see like the store, it has so many different things, and it's a whole collage. But Bronx Native is the umbrella to it. You know what I mean? So
every little piece in here has a story that you can sit in for like 10
graffiti,
minutes.
you know what I mean? All the people that come in, you guys got to tag up.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you when I went to the bathroom. I was like, yo,
everyone, and that was the idea. You know what I mean? We opened up the shop. We said, look, man, what are we gonna do with the look of it? And then we actually got inspired. There was back in the days, there was a space called Fashion Moda, right? Okay. That it was where all the writers, all the graffiti artists used to go, and they used to just the decor on the walls was just them tagging their name, and it looked fire. And we said, yo, what if we just do that? And you know, it's graffiti, it's hip hop. It's gonna look fire as fuck, you know what I mean? And it's an interactive experience, and it really represents the Bronx and community. And that's what we did. We started with one wall, but then little by little, little bit of the shop. You know, now it's tough to find a space, but. Yeah. And that's, you know, we constantly are always taking inspiration from the past, but how do we, you know, remix it to the modern day? And that's what happens in life. That's what we got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to adapt and still keep our cultural essence and all that, right? Yeah, for sure. Because I'm walking in here, I'm like, I feel like home right now, man. Like,
people be saying like, it's feel like
I feel like home right now, man. Like,
and like that's why people always say from like people from like other boroughs, they be like, yo, the Bronx is still like culturally there, like it's still alive, it's still alive there. Yeah, like even where we are right now, like, you know, people say that's so, bro, and because it's like supposedly being gentrified and shit, but like there's still culture here.
It kind of it is, but the fact that we got guys like you
still culture
doing it keeping the culture going,
culture alive,
keeping it alive, and us being here, you know, is us planting our flag, you know. And one thing that I would say is that a lot of the businesses here are by Bronx natives, are black and brown. We all work together, collaborating, and trying to just, you know, make sure we because we own this, you know. And if we don't have a seat at the table, we're gonna create the table. You know what I mean? So
there you go.
Let's make it happen.
And I just found out that the BX got a logo too. Y'all want to see it? It's like this.
Oh yeah.
Man, we know that.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that makes like a
You just
V
learned
in
something.
the
That was
accent.
the,
He's-
the
he's-
BX logo.
I-
Yeah. Shout out to my boy with the BX logo. Yeah.
That was the BX logo guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Does he have his own
He has a store.
Yeah, right
So
there in Westchester.
he started with a truck, the
school bus.
the Bronx truck, I believe. Yeah, and then he has a store now. Yeah. He's
next-
doing his thing. He be
next
cooking.
to Isla de Puerto Rico, whatever, on Westchester Avenue. Check him out.
Oh,
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nah, that's fire, man. So you've incorporated you've incorporated, right, so many communities in initiatives, right, from financial literacy workshops to health events. Like, which community project has had the most profound impact and why?
Gotcha. That's a good question. They're all fire. One of the main ones is our Bronx Giving that we actually is coming up right now.
Nice.
It's the 7th year that
did
we've
see
been
that.
doing it. It's the most consistent one we've done. And it's where we give out home cooked meals to people in need on the actual day of
Fire.
Thanksgiving. Not everyone could have a home cooked meal on that day, so we make it and we give it out to shelters and like to the community at hand. And I think that one has been the one because we've been doing it every year as an
I wanted to
annual
do that,
thing.
man. Like, I want.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Let us know. We're open for volunteers right now.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
going to be
Just-
on the day of basically like 11 to like 2. That's the
Oh,
time.
not
that
bad.
we-
11 to 2.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Where you doing it at?
So we're gonna be doing it in Hunts Point.
Oh, fire. Hell yeah.
Facts,
Shit.
facts.
Fuck it. I don't think I work. You work that day?
No, I'll work that
Huh?
day. On the day of actual Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
11 to 2? That's late. You
11
do
to
that shit
2,
and come
yeah.
back
I
home?
don't
Bye
work.
bye. Yeah.
You know what? We gonna talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
gonna
gonna
yeah,
talk
yeah,
more
yeah.
about
Facts,
that.
facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think I might want
Because
to.
we've been talking about that like look, it's like my hairs go up, man, because I get passionate about that, man. I love
To give back.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this is why
facts,
we
facts,
doing this
facts.
shit, man, to for a bigger purpose, for shit like that, man. I just love that type
Let's
of
make
stuff,
it
man.
happen. No, let's work together.
I like it.
Let's do
I like it.
Thank
I like
you,
that.
thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
definitely
sure.
down. I
But
like
yeah,
that.
but so even go back to what the purpose of which one? Oh, the giving, the giving.
Bronx
Sorry.
Giving would be, and then right now, we're in the process of opening up our own nonprofit, right?
Nice.
It's called Change the Narrative, and it's an initiative that we started a couple years ago. We have a documentary called Change the Narrative as well. It's heavy into entrepreneurship, creativity, working with the youth and stuff like that, education. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna be doing
That's
a lot
fire.
more in that realm. Nonprofit, Change the Narrative. 2025.
That's
No, I love it. I love how everybody is like trying to make a change now because we have to.
Yes.
If we don't, then who else is gonna do the change?
fact.
And like,
Yeah.
it's funny because I was reading. You remember the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and it says it. He was like, yo, like the advice that we get before was just go get a job,
Yeah.
stay in school, get good grades. But it's like how your parents, shout out moms to how she told you to like, yo, just keep your creativity, and that right there, that's all a child needs.
Yes.
And once we learn that from young, is up from there.
Nice. That's it,
Just
man. We got
stay-
this.
Stay creative,
Yes.
and bro, just do whatever you want to do.
And even during those creative moments, like, where you left like trying feeling like you wanted to give up.
Yeah. No. That's a recurring theme.
So how do you get out of those
Yeah.
bursts?
I think that's inevitable, right? Like,
Yeah. Even today, I was like, damn, fuck it. Now I'm too deep in. I'm too deep. Nah. But in the journey, there's always high highs, low lows. You know what I mean? And doubts. As humans, of course, that's gonna come. On different spaces, different realms. I always tell people, you got to do things that motivate you. You know what I mean? Things like this, having engaging conversations, being on amazing platforms, surround yourself with like-minded individuals that help you grow, right? That you can have conversations that spark creativity, inspiration, right? I like to, sometimes go on YouTube, look at some TED Talks, right? Get inspired, like, okay, this is fire.
Yeah.
Look at your heroes. What are they doing? You know what I mean? And yeah, there's always gonna be those moments where you feel down, where you feel like, damn, like did I make a mistake or whatever? Yeah, you probably did. You know what I
What am I
mean?
doing?
But
Is
you
this
gotta
the right
keep
thing?
going. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
keep
got-
going. You know what I mean? You gotta take those L's. Make them into a W and win. And yeah, all the time. You know, as humans, and me talking as a human, I get those things where I'm like, yo, what the fuck, you know? But you know,
you know what? I'm gonna share that with you. I'm gonna share that with you, so you won't be by yourself, right? Because I was just telling them, like I think like 2 weeks ago, right? That I was like, yo, I had doubts in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fuck, man. Like was with the whole this whole podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Right? I told you, right? And it was like, nah, snapped out. Like,
But you know what was our response to that shit? Shut the fuck up, man.
Yo, I'm about to crash out right now.
We both, me and Izzy both looked at each other, right? And we did the.
Yeah,
We hear you.
right,
We hear you, my
That's
nigga.
good, that's good that
We
you
hear
do
you,
that
but shut the
support,
fuck up, nigga. Sit down. Let's have this meeting, nigga. For
nah,
real.
that's right.
Yeah,
They ain't lying.
Yeah.
So and I'm blessed that to have that balance,
That's good.
right? To just keep me level headed, right? So you know, it does happen.
Greatly,
It does
greatly.
happen.
Because even of what, like that one example on what you said about surrounding yourself with other people, there's times, bro, where I'll be like, damn, this fucking day got me drained just dealing around certain type of people.
Facts.
But honestly, being around my circle, bro, I feel like everything just goes away. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
you good.
I think we gonna go.
We're gonna
from
be
there.
all right, man. We're gonna
You'll
be
be
all
all right.
right.
Every-
Which is kind of fire. I actually got a new tattoo.
right?
I got a new tattoo. It says,
No.
"Oh, I'm okay." With a band-aid.
With a
Wow,
band-aid.
you just got that today?
Nah, you didn't have that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a new tattoo, y'all.
Wait, you showed
Yeah,
it?
he been had that.
Nah, I ain't been had this.
You didn't get
I got the shit done like the other day.
Nah,
you
that's
have one
crazy.
already.
Nah, I just got
Nah,
this
you
done.
never had that.
Oh shit!
That's why I was like, yo, what?
Did you had something before? You got all of it at the same time?
Nah, this is us brand new. I got another tattoo right here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Nah, that's
But yeah,
Niggas
I mean,
keeping tattoos from us, bro.
Now you showing us, bro? That's
He's
crazy,
showing us-
bro. I can't see your
This is where we go
tattoos.
live on the pod. Show us on this.
can't-
Is there a
You can't
release?
see it
Is there a
first?
release?
This is where we go with this at.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot.
God. All right, so kind of ending this off. So I just want to ask you, right, on this question right here. Bronx native has become a cultural symbol, right, in the borough and beyond. What role do you see the store playing in shaping and preserving Bronx identity over the next decade?
Damn, I had the same question.
Did you, my friend?
Yeah, but mine's is a little something. I had like, what legacy do you hope to leave for the Bronx community?
Either one, let's go. Yeah, it's high
Either one.
expectations right now, man. Like,
Yes. No, definitely. You know, we're actually approaching our 10th year. We just hit 7. So yeah, man. I mean, we want to, of course, you know, keep going, keep giving back, keep creating social impact and higher levels. Now with our nonprofit. You know, we also have a print shop, a BX Print, where we do screen printing.
Which I want to talk to you about that.
Yes, let me know if you guys need merch. Got
yes,
you.
we know. Yes,
If anyone needs merch, hit us up. You already know. It's all locally made. And then we got our studio, right? Music. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, so I like to start new things, right?
Okay.
But you know, I gotta make sense. I'm a little older now. I can't be too risky. You know what I mean? Can't just go crazy. I can't crash out, man.
Crash out.
You know what I mean?
He gonna use and out of the sofa.
Yeah, facts.
You
I'm
gotta
not
play
going
it
to sleep.
smart. That's
But yeah, you know, I gotta be a little bit more strategic, and but yeah, I mean, keep going. You know what I mean? We want to really represent the Bronx to the fullest. You know, when people think about the BX, I want them to think about Bronx native. I want to continue being a beacon. You know, we are more than the four walls here. Yes, the shop has helped us a lot. You know, to have this space and to have, but we're gonna open more spaces. You know what I mean? We're gonna do more. You know, we're gonna do more collaborations, bigger events. You know, we got Bronx Native Day that is every October 2nd officially. We want to make that a bigger event, right? Bigger, a 2-block party. You know, not only 1 block. We're gonna be at the Jacob Jabbit, you know, Bronx Day. The whole street.
Talk about it.
We're gonna name the block
Matter of
after
fact,
Bronx.
close down the bridge, man.
Close that shit down.
But we got a couple things in the immediate future. You know, we have a book that's coming out soon. Hopefully, we have a new documentary.
it's coming out.
It's coming out fast. Why is that? Hopefully,
I don't know why either, but it's coming out, bro.
Doubting myself.
Yeah, you manifested it.
No. But it's coming out. We have a book, you know, that we're putting together along with other books like the BX Anthology, the Writer of the Week, or one of our frequent collaborators, the BX Writers. We have a documentary, like I mentioned, of course.
Well, you
new
forgot one book
collections.
though. Sorry, the lingo, the Bronx lingo.
Yes, we making a Bronx
You know what I'm
lingo
saying?
book
Like, don't forget
definition,
about that.
bud.
Yeah, right.
You already
Forget
know.
about that, bro.
This is a collab. This is gonna be a collaboration with all of us. But yeah, man, bigger and better things. You know,
You said film. You said
a documentary.
A
A
documentary.
documentary that we actually shot during the whole pandemic. Us opening up our print shop and the studio.
Fire.
So we have all that footage and we're putting it together into like a little doc that really showcases the hustle and the real journey that, you know, entrepreneurs
direct
do.
it?
I mean, yeah, in a way I'm the director. You know what I mean?
Creative director.
Executive producer, director, just a lot of things. But yeah. A lot of things coming up, man. I'm excited for 2025, you know, what's to come. And to the moon, man. You know, we're going to the moon.
Facts.
We opening Bronx Native in the moon.
That's it. Hey, that's it.
At the end of the day, y'all, we just don't want y'all to think that a Bronx tale is the only thing representing.
Yes.
We have the Bronx Native. It's here. It's here on Lincoln Avenue. Come check them out. We here,
Wait, I didn't mention legacy yet.
Oh.
What I want my legacy to be, because I know you asked that.
Okay. Put
So-
the second part of it. Yeah.
So legacy, man. I really want people, you know that sentiment of leaving the world a better place. You know, I wanna leave it a better place. I want people, you know, one of the main things here in the Bronx is the mindset, right? I want people to step outside of that. A lot of times when I was growing up, I thought things were reserved for other, you know, people and this and that. And I thought I couldn't do it because I was from communities like this, or because I was Dominican, I was Latino, I was black and brown.
Talk it.
But we got this, man. Sprinkle what makes you beautiful, what makes you into everything you do. Give back, and I want people to smile more. You know what I mean? I want people to be positive. I want people to do more, to create impact, and just do things with passion and love and authenticity, and have fun. You know what I mean? So, you know, I want to inspire, I want to empower, and just make sure that the future generations also, you know, take a couple notes and tap in, lock in, and get this W. You know, let's get it.
Listen.
And that's the win.
That's the
He mentioned everything besides the word work. Everything was fun, y'all.
Because it's
Have
not
fun.
fun when you have fun.
When you're doing what you love,
Boom.
it's not work. It's fun.
Exactly.
Boom, there you go.
That's it, man.
Yeah, no, but work, man. One thing I would say, because I did make it look really fun right now. Look. The journey, being an entrepreneur is the hardest
just
thing
keep
you could
working, man.
ever do. You know what I mean? Because it's a 24/7 job. I'm working 24/7. I don't sleep. You know, I live on the edge, bro. Like I drink 5 cups of coffee. Like I crash out. Like I said, I live in the crash out. You know what I mean? But again, when you I'm gonna continue. Salchicha. We gotta bring it back.
I love it.
You gotta bring it back.
Oh, I'm crying, bro.
But I forgot what I was saying now. No, we up, man. Let's stay up, and again, thank you guys. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you,
anytime,
thank
bro.
you, thank you.
Pleasure
Thank you for having us, man.
Keep having us here.
Listen, man. So with that said, peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above.
Live, love, prosper, y'all.
And remember, if y'all come by, just give my man's a year.
Yeah.